crafters, my name is Erin, and welcome to Giggles Creative Corner. Today's project combines a couple of my passions, my photography passion and my papercraft passion. I tried to do a Photo Friday last year, and I don't remember exactly how many I did, but there was just a couple. Last summer we went on a vacation, family reunion, and we ended up in Tennessee. And my husband and I took off on a little road trip with his aunt and her husband, and we ended up at Cumberland Gap. That is such a fascinating place. I loved all the history that was back there. But while we were there, I was playing with the flowers. You know, me, nature, flowers. And I caught a bee on the flowers that were in front of the building at Cumberland Gap. So this picture has a lot of memories for me because Aunt Adele is one of the coolest people that I've met, and her husband is great, and the trip was just the four of us, and you know, my husband's my best friend, so it was loads of fun. List of supplies is below if you're on my blog. There's a link for my blog if you're on my YouTube channel, and my white card will flash by as I head to the craft table. I'll see you there. So, I mentioned trying to do Photo Fridays last year and not getting to them too much. And then I talked about the pretty flower that I found while going to Cumberland Gap with my husband's aunt and uncle. This was the picture that I found. And I just love the fact that the little bee is popping out on the flower. So I took and had my husband print me off 2 of each of these. So we're going to make 3 cards. I already got most of it done. You just get to play with me for a little bit. So this one I just kind of rounded the corners on, and then inside I put a sentiment that says, "When my mind wanders, I usually find it somewhere thinking of you." This one is in pistachio pudding. The stamp set I used was a Hostess gift set that says "Bloom with Hope," and there's 2 of them that come with it. So we got that one with the rounded corners on pistachio pudding. This one was taken here in Arizona. I believe it was up at Our Lady of the Sierras. And I just love the way the orange and the yellows are popping on it. This one says, "Every year knowing you is a very good year." And this one is in the Tangelo twist. And then this one is in Strawberry Slush, taken at Our Lady of the Sierras also. And with the same sentiment. So I did mix it up a bit with the Strawberry Slush one. My husband's like, can't you do just something, just. So I said, okay, cool. So I took the same stamp that I did the sentiment, did the flower on the inside with, and I stamped it on either side here. I do recommend that when you're doing photos on your cards, that you use Tombow or sticky strip or something like that, because I found that when I run the snail across the back of my picture, it has a tendency to leave grooves which show on the other side of my picture. So I usually hit it with liquid glue or something like that. So this one was cut out with the circle framelits, and it was the largest circle, not the scalloped one, but the largest circle. And I got my Tombow on it, and I just kind of centered it in the middle of my flowers. And then I went ahead and I stamped my sentiment and my flower on the inside. This one's just the usual size. I like having a bunch of them done. You can actually buy them through Stampin' Up! Now already made, but it is the 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. So this one is 5 1/4 by 4, and then this one I can use the snail on just because it goes quicker. And watch it prove me wrong. I love putting the pictures in a photo album or a memory book, but at the same time, it's kind of fun to be able to share them And so sticking them on a card and sending them off is a way of sharing the pictures. So here's my Tangelo twist with my fire flower. Put this guy in there. Okay. Now this one I cut the corners off of, and I can do that real quick. All I did was take my paper cutter and I lined the corner up over here in between two squares and try to get it as even as possible. I wanted it towards the middle of this square and in between the edges of those two squares, and then just popped it off. And kind of eyeball it, trying to get it as close as possible to the same on all four sides. But, you know, don't get wrapped around the axle on it. I'm not sure where my husband came up with that phrase, but he uses it and I've started using it. So that just gave me something different than the circle. Get those out of the way, grab my Tombow. More important, hit the edges. And then just put that one on there. Okay, so there's one, number 2. Then number 3, I didn't stamp the flowers on yet because I was going to show you. I got my pistachio pudding and my flowers, and I just kind of wanted to stamp it off the bottom so it looks like they're growing off the bottom of the white part. And that was it. These aren't hard cards to make. And I think for 6 pictures, it cost us less than $2 at Walmart. So, not a big deal on the photos either. There we go. And get my bone folder. And then this one, I just wanted to have a little bit of interest, so I just rounded the corners on it. There we go. Tombow. The only problem with the Tombow is I can't pop my finger down and pick it up. Okay. Center that on there. And there we go. We got 3 more cards. Just like that. So quick and easy. Grab some of your favorite cards, get extra favorite photos, sorry. Get extra prints and turn them into cards. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please remember to hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you for the next project. Bye.